My name's Brian Jarrard. I'm the community lead at Bungie Studios. Yeah, I mean, I think the foundation for a lot of that stuff is in the beta right now. A lot of that's not going to change fundamentally. Hopefully you guys had a chance to check out some of the new lobbies, and everything's a lot cleaner and streamlined now. And I think we do a better job telling the player what's going on. And you may not have noticed, but we have some subtle feature advancements, like just the simple fact that if Swords on Snowbound comes up, you don't want to play it, the guys that are in the party can veto that map option, which is not a huge deal, but it's kind of nice because one of the things that players didn't like about the Halo 2 system was just having no choice whatsoever. And we feel we're still really focused on matchmaking. We think it's the right thing to do, but we wanted to find a way to kind of find a middle ground and let people have some options where if you don't want to play that game, okay, fine, you can veto that. Also, you may not have noticed either, but at the end of the game in the post-game carnage report, in the post-game lobby, there's an option to party up. So if you go into the Rumble training by yourself or a team hopper by yourself and you had a fun time playing, it's basically you press a button and it's like, hey, I want to keep playing with you guys, who wants to join me? And it's a really quick, easy way to make friends on the fly and stay together without having to make kind of the long-term commitment of putting you on my friends list, and because people kind of get weirded out by that. It's like, it's a commitment, and now it's just no strings attached, press a button, and it's literally like raising your hand saying, I had a lot of fun that game. We did pretty good together. Who wants to stick with me? And from that point on, you guys can keep playing together for as long as you like. I think one of the bigger, not matchmaking related, but one of the bigger community aspects of Halo 3, and it's a little bit in the beta, is our save film functionality. In the beta, it's only a small portion of what will be in the final game. You can save a film of your match. You can only watch it back right now in your own first-person perspective, and you can upload it and share it online with your friends. But in the final game, you'll actually be able to, not only save those films, but during playback, I can watch it from your perspective or anybody else's perspective. And best of all, I can actually go into like a flying camera mode, pan around, pause it. You'd be surprised, it never gets old to pause the game right when that epic explosion happens with the Warthog and then sort of do like a Matrix pan around. And it's really awesome. And, then you can save that film, upload it, rub it in your friend's face, and remind him of that time that you totally kicked his ass. So I'm pretty excited about what that's going to do for our community in terms of sort of competitive play. So, never again will I wonder why I lost that game. I'm just going to watch the film and realize that my teammate wasn't guarding that base like he was supposed to, or this guy found some way in that we didn't think about. And earlier we were discussing, I think for novice players it's going to be awesome. I actually think maybe some of the really hardcore pro players are probably not going to like the feature, because once somebody has a good technique for scoring on high ground, for example, the whole world's going to know that technique, and now we're all going to use the same exact method. So I think it's going to level the playing field in some ways. And the other side of that whole equation is like all the guys like Red vs. Blue and the machinima scene, and what a safe film is going to enable these folks to really do some amazing stuff, I think. Because safe films will also work for campaign as well. So, you pretty much have the entire Halo, the whole Halo experience at your fingertips, where guys that know what they're doing can carve this thing up, use some post-editing on their PC, and put together some really cool fan-made videos. We're definitely going to do more on Bungie.net this time. Just like we did for Halo 2, we sort of forged some new grounds, I think, for what console games are doing on the web. And this time we've got a lot of really cool ideas up our sleeve. And some of it's in the beta right now. I mean, you can go to Bungie.net and look up your gamer tag or your friends, and there'll be some post-game carnage stats and things of that nature. But a lot of our bigger features are still being worked on, and I can't quite reveal those yet. But we've got some pretty cool stuff in the pipes. I'm sure we'll continue to support Halo 3 in our community like we have in the past. I mean, we know DLC's been really cool and a lot of people like it, and we're going to want to sustain the game over time as well. So I mean, what that is or when that comes out, I'm not quite sure yet. I mean, this is just a beta, and we're only revealing a small subset of the actual game and our features. So we have surprises that nobody's seen coming yet. This isn't all the weapons, not all the vehicles, not all the maps or game types even, and there's probably some other stuff that no one's even expected that we're looking forward to revealing later on. I mean, there is a single-player campaign in Halo 3, and this is the final chapter of this trilogy. So I mean, we have some loose ends to tie up after the ending of Halo 2. So I think I'm pretty confident that things are going to come together well, and that fans of the series are going to be happy with where we go and how things sort of come to an end. But that said, a lot of people will still be mad because there'll be more questions that we haven't answered, and that's just the Bungie way.
Yeah.
I don't know like what the future holds for Bungie. We're definitely at a pretty interesting point in our studio right now where, our immediate priority is obviously just getting Halo 3 done and the best game we can possibly make. We've already talked a little bit about our relationship with Peter Jackson and the fact that we've gone into a deal with him and a partnership to sort of explore telling some new Halo stories via games. And right now it's kind of nebulous and we don't really know what that's going to mean or what it's going to turn into, but there will be some Halo component there, and our team will be involved in that. But beyond that, it's kind of hard to say what the future holds. It's Halo 3, only on Xbox 360, and it'll be out this fall.